So again, running for U.S. Senate, we know that this is a very, very important election, and we fear for the future of our children and grandchildren. So together, we really can make a difference by changing Washington, just like we're changing Maryland. With that, I'll introduce our wonderful Governor Hogan.
Well, thank you very much, Kathy, and thank you all for coming out today. We just had a great meeting with a lot of incredible veterans that gave us a lot of good ideas about how the federal and state government could be doing a better job. You know, we've been focused on these issues for them since I've been governor, and Kathy's been a tremendous part of the team and a great leader in the House to help make some of these things happen. We've got 10 pieces of legislation enacted for veterans, and she's been a big part of it. But I'm here to officially endorse and enthusiastically support Kathy Szeliga for the United States Senate. She's been a great leader in the state legislature. She's tough, she's a fighter, she's a businesswoman. She understands the issues of everyday Marylanders, and I believe that she'll make an outstanding United States Senator. And we're happy to be here with her today and to provide all the support we possibly can. With your help, I believe she can win this race. I believe she should win this race, and I believe that she will win this race.
With that, we'll take a handful of questions. Yes.
I have a question, given that you're our state's top Republican and you're a Republican who wants to represent Maryland in the U.S. Senate. What is your view on the fact that the way that Baltimore was brought up at the convention last night?
I didn't watch the convention last night. Don't know how it was brought up.
It was the sheriff from Milwaukee was talking about the verdict in Lieutenant Rice's case. He was cheering that it was an acquittal, and he got a huge cheer from the crowd.
I didn't see it, like I said.
Yeah, I would say that we in Maryland are very proud of the way that Governor Hogan handled the riots last year, and we're very grateful that we've had a peaceful resolution of this latest decision by the courts in Baltimore City.
But Governor Hogan, do you think that the rest of the charges should be dropped against the remaining officers?
Well, I said yesterday that's totally up to the courts to decide.
Do you think this case and the Freddie Gray case is something that should be politicized? You have stayed out of it and let the court.
No, it shouldn't be politicized, and for the most part, it hasn't been. I think, from what I can tell, watching from afar, the judge has been fair and impartial and looked at all the evidence, but he's, had a certain bar that they had to meet, and so far the state's attorney has not provided enough evidence to get any convictions on any. I think they're 0 for 24 so far.
And Ms. Szeliga, as a Republican, if you were to represent Maryland in the Senate, is politicizing this the kind of tone that you think your party should be?
Of course, and I don't think we have. I haven't. I'm from Baltimore County, lived in the city for 16 years. My heart is there for the entire region. We all know that we need some transformation in Baltimore City, and we can see that Governor Hogan's making a difference with that, and he's changing Maryland. I'm proud to be part of those efforts, and I think citizens across the state can see that we're making a difference.
Kathy, unlike
yes.
the governor, you have actually supported Donald Trump for president. And I was wondering how you react to some of the rhetoric at the conventions first night, particularly the comments about putting Hillary Clinton in jail. Is that something you agree with?
Oh, of course not, Michael. I'm not running for president. I'm running for United States Senate. I have been an independent thinker and an independent voice for my 5 years here in Annapolis, and I know that the citizens and taxpayers across our great state are looking for someone who's an independent thinker who will call balls and strikes, and that's the person that I am. Yes.
And Kathy, you are a distance person running against a career politician, as the governor has done. What do you bring to the table?
Well, I think we can see what great differences, what great results you get when you put business people in charge. Governor Hogan is changing Maryland, turning things around here. We're seeing positive results, highest job creation in the month of April in the entire country. And I'm a small business owner for 30 years. And those are the same kind of values and principles and budgeting ideas that I will bring with me that I have employed right here in the state of Maryland for the last 5 years.
And Dr. Hogan, what do you have to say to Marylanders with the tension going on right now between civilians and police, as well as around the nation, not only in Maryland? What do you have to say to Marylanders in regards to that?
Well, you know, our heart goes out to all the folks who have been involved in all of these tragedies and their families, and we've said repeatedly that our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. And you know, we've got a lot of tension in this nation, worse than I've ever seen in my lifetime, and we've got to find some answers. And you know, here in Maryland, I can't solve all the problems in the country, but here in Maryland, we've been working very hard to bridge some of the gaps and to reach out. We've been spending a lot of time in Baltimore City and meeting with faith leaders and talking with people in all the neighborhoods and working with the NAACP. And we've been working with the police on some reforms and passed some legislation. So we're doing the best we can.
Yeah. Hold on one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask you, what went into your decision not to attend the convention?
Well, right here in Maryland, I have plenty of voters to meet with, and this was an opportunity for Governor Hogan and I to get together with the veterans that we were just meeting with. And so I need a clone. You know, I would like to be everywhere all the time, but you know, I know that my job as the next United States Senator is to be meeting with, listening to, and hearing from Marylanders. And I think I've met my voters in Cleveland. That group.
There's a lot more Marylanders here for her to talk to than there are in Cleveland.
Governor, was the charge made at the convention last night that Marilyn Mosby had conducted a malicious prosecution of those officers?
Again, I said earlier,
Yeah,
I didn't watch any of the convention at all. I have no idea what they were talking about.
Go ahead, sir.
And Governor Hogan, I was wondering if, with you coming out against Hogan's, or rather, Mr. Trump, if you're at all worried in terms of party unification as you endorse Kathy Szeliga, who has come out in favor of it.
No, I'm not worried at all. I mean, I think the Republicans in Maryland are pretty supportive of the job we're doing. More than 2/3 of the people in Maryland are happy with the direction the state is heading, and we've made a heck of a lot of progress.
All right, guys, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. Senator?
Great. Thank you. Ready? Well,